Okay, welcome to my now full house. I know my mom's going to be so excited for this video because she's been asking to see the new apartment. Okay, so I probably already put the clip in where I show it empty, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like with stuff in it. And then future videos will be like each individual room, showing you how I organized each one. So over here we have the living room and a poodle. Say hi to Grandma. Say hi, Grandma. Okay, so we have our couch and our lazy boy. And then over here, these bins are temporary. They won't be there forever. Two of these bins have books, but I need to buy a bookshelf. And I'll show you where that bookshelf's gonna go. Another bin has fans, because we're gonna replace the fans that the apartment came with fans we already have. And then the last one are speakers that need to go in Brian's car. And then out in our patio, which is currently also a mess, but it won't be for long, those things will be put away, and our bikes are probably going to hang on this wall with some bike hooks. So there's that wall with the spoiled poodle, and there's our entryway. And of course, what makes this room comfortable is our huge TV and all of our games. So in there we have all of the things that entertain us, a lamp, and above our air conditioning, one of my favorite paintings. And then we have a DVD rack from IKEA, a guitar from my mom, and then a Buddha that needs to be set up. And then there's the family. And then in here, this is where I have my husband hide what I call the uglies, which is all of like his wires and other things I don't want out. We keep this computer tower here because he's learning Spanish, and then extra archive CDs that we don't want to get rid of yet from like past schooling and things like that. And this actually is supposed to be a litter box, but I loved it so much, what I did is I just put decorative paper, has some stickers that say joy, and it's perfect. And this box here has all of our incense and smell good stuff. Okay. So there isn't a great deal of space here, and that includes wall space. And although it's not customary to have artwork below, you know, the visual eyesight, when you're sitting on the couch, right there, you could see my art gallery very well. So I love it here. So I picked a few of some of my favorite pieces that I've made. Brian's diploma. I actually lost mine, so I have to find it. But that's my ribbon, and I need to finish hanging that. So that is my art wall, which is part of the kitchen. There's the family. That's my mom and my little brother, my husband, and me. Okay. So over here we have the kitchen. We will be buying a new trash can because this one won't fit under there. So we're going to get the kind that has like the rails where you can pull it out and it'll have recycling and trash. And that'll go under the sink. And that is our arrow garden, which we used to have in the other apartment, and we will be setting back up in this one. So when it's time for me to like really organize the kitchen, this is probably going to be my biggest challenge because we're really short. And so I have to figure out a way to use some of those top shelves efficiently. So instead of having a dining room or a dining nook, we have an office because that's pretty much our life. So in the office, which Brian and I share, we do our graphic design, our multimedia and web, and I do art and crafting. So we have this big unit from IKEA, which we had in the last apartment, and I'll probably do a video in detail of what's in each one because we have them labeled and we have our folders labeled. And this top shelf here is some of our most favorite things, like my Alice in Wonderland and Where the Wild Things Are, Simpsons, and more family. Again, my mom and my little brother. And then I have more family photos up there. But I'll do another video just showing organization. And then this, which is our pride and joy, I'm gonna move this chair, is our Alpha unit. We still have the Alpha bags under the table because there's some decorative items that we need to use to finish out the Alpha. But this is our Alpha. This is where I keep all of my craft supplies, and I'll do another video for that. More family photos. It's Brian's mom as a baby. Then me and Brian. And then in this corner where I currently have cleaning supplies and a ladder, those are going to be placed somewhere else, and one of those like invisible floating bookshelves where it just looks like the books are stacked one on top of the other are going to go in that corner so that we can unpack that one box. And then down here we have a basket. Actually, I'll go on the other side for that, but right here we have a chalkboard and some chalk so that Brian and I could leave each other notes and remind ourselves of something. Picture of my stepdad, who I love dearly. And then here we have a piggy bank for our loose change when we come in the house, a catch-all which just has keys and sunglasses, and then this, because our dog is our baby, this is like his doggy center. It has a microfiber cloth for when he gets wet. He has a leash, extra poopy bags, biscuits, all of that stuff is in there. Yeah, and that's Poodles. And then if we go down the hallway, and then some of the things we have up here, I get into moods where I'm like, oh, get rid of the clutter, and I'll like move the stuff off of the top. But for now, I'm in the mood to have it there. So I have that family photo I showed you, a fruit basket. I had hide candy here. I like to burn incense. And then a digital photo frame, some rocks I've painted, a Buddha board, one of my favorites, and a radio. And then you go through this hallway where I have some more of my artwork into here. And then another pride and joy is our closet. And I'll put a picture up of what it was when we first moved in, which was just that cheapy, like one bar that apartments put in to fit an entire closet. So what we did is we purchased another Alpha system from the Container Store. And it's not pristine yet, but again, we were more concentrating on moving in, and we were trying to move in before Mother's Day so that we can drive out to Vegas and see Brian's family. So now that I'm back home and a little bit rested, I'm going to start tackling each space individually and organizing them to the T. So here's our closet, which has Brian's side and my side, and then a whole bunch of shared space. And this is the only closet in the entire house, so we have everything in here. We have what would be like in a dresser drawer. We have our shoes. We have hats and scarves. These are some of my purses. These are the smaller purses. We have jewelry, places for linen, pretty much everything in here. And then in here, where I keep my purse, is the laundry area. And this also doesn't have any room for storage, so what I did is this little guy here holds like the lint trap stuff and the lint, you know, from the lint trap, and it doesn't, you know, get in the way of the washer. And then this is my matchmaker, which is where I match all of the socks, which you see I haven't done in a long time. What this does fit though is my easel for painting, which is great. And then some storage up top for some laundry stuff. There's some laundry stuff in here. And then these are clothes that need to be cleaned, like dry cleaned. And then our bathroom, which I'm about to turn the lights on, which automatically turns the fan on, so it might be a little noisy. Okay. So in here, the only thing I keep on the counter are our toothbrushes and a mirror. You can see me on all angles now. Hi, Mama. And we had this in our first house in Vegas, and it's been with us for years now. We love it. And then some more storage up top. And then our tub. This was a tip from Alejandra's channel, which I'll be doing like a thank you intro to a lot of the YouTubers that inspired me to do a lot of things. But her tip was to put the hanging caddy on the opposite side of the wall than the faucet, so that it doesn't get in the way and doesn't make a mess. And it was just the best idea ever because it's worked out perfect. So, and those little stars are from my mom. And then that little guy there was from Z Gallery. And then this thing, what is this thing called? I can't remember. Okay, I'll put a link to it, but it's awesome. What it does is it protects you from like bumping your head on here. So if I'm washing my dog, I don't have to worry about him jamming his head into this metal part. And then the water kind of shoots out of here like a waterfall, so it's perfect for like a little kid's bathtub or my bathtub, because it kind of helps with the bubbles. So I love that thing. And then we will be replacing this stupid apartment bar that does nothing and putting in like a vertical bathroom storage, and then hanging 2 bars on the side of that like bathroom unit that we're going to purchase, which I haven't picked out yet. And we'll be getting another basket for dirty clothes, something more decorative. And then, since again that closet I showed you being our only closet, having no linen closet, I put all of our clean towels in this basket here that I got from Ross. So that's our bathroom. And then this is our bedroom, which is as big a project as the kitchen because it is not finished. We have a king size bed at the moment, which we plan on purchasing a queen size because we just don't need that big a bed. We also need nightstands, which we'll be getting, and that's where OC sleeps, our poodle, because he does definitely sleep in the room with us. And then in all of my previous homes, I had this great antique vanity that my mother had purchased for me years ago when we first bought our first home in Las Vegas. And when, you know, it was really hard for me to decide to do it, but I ended up consigning it and then eventually selling it because I knew it wasn't going to fit in this space, and then I had outgrown it so much. I have so many beauty products, and in fact that's what these are. These 2 bins here are all the things that were in my vanity and the overflow of what should have fit in my vanity. Makeup, jewelry, girly stuff like that. So I have to purchase something else, which I already know what I want eventually, but I need to come up with the cheaper in the meantime version. So until then, all of my stuff is packed away, but my everyday things I keep in my makeup bin. And then this was also an antique piece from my mom that was wood at one time. Well, it's still wood, but now it's painted. I spray painted it, and it just kind of holds all of my cherished things. This was from an antique store in New Mexico. I wore this on my wedding, which is also from an antique store. There's a wedding picture and just some fun stuff like that. Kind of like my girl corner. And then I'm getting ready to hang some curtains. So the bedroom is totally a work in progress. I have to figure out what I'm going to do for all of my girly stuff, since it'll be a while before I get the vanity that I really want. But that is it.